Dennis, the Republican National Convention is now just 34 days away. The RNC released its security and transportation plan that will restrict drivers, boaters, and even walkers. Our Brendan McLaughlin takes a closer look at what you need to know. Brendan?
Yeah, Jamison, we knew much of downtown Tampa would be off limits during the Republican Convention in August, but now we can tell you exactly where to avoid. Major roads, bridges, and waterways will be cut off to locals and visitors, but organizers say it will be worth the inconvenience. Eric Mejias usually walks to his hotel job on Harbor Island, but the Secret Service decision to close the West Side Bridge during the RNC convention means a very long detour.
They told us we would have to come 2 hours earlier to work instead of our normal time.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah, most likely we're going to have to.
5 miles of the busy Leroy Selman Expressway from Willow to 50th Street will be closed during the 4 days of the convention, along with the Platte and Broreen bridges into downtown. Hattrick's Bar and Restaurant falls just inside the Whiting Street boundary, where no traffic will be allowed. But since Anheuser-Busch rented the place out for the entire convention, it won't cost them any business.
Getting people here, employees-wise, and where do we park and how do we get deliveries, that's kind of our biggest concern right now.
Boaters moored in the security zone along the Marriott waterside have been told that their boats must remain tied up during the entire week of the convention.
There's going to be a lot of security vessels in the canal, and we've been informed that we're not allowed to leave. Period.
Doug Bird plans to be on board his Bada Bing, which he could have rented out for as much as $30,000 if the marina owners didn't forbid it.
We try to conform to what it is that they're telling us to do and not to do.
Tempting though, huh?
Oh, it is very tempting.
The vast area put off limits to local drivers and pedestrians is a product of hypervigilance in a post-9/11 world. But the host committee, charged with showing off Tampa to the world, believes it's a small price to pay.
Is all this traffic and all this security and all this hype really worth it? The answer is 100%, absolutely, no doubt about it. This puts Tampa on the map. It really makes us shine as a world-class city, and we're going to do our best to showcase it.
Now, if you have to go downtown, if you just want to check it out, the busiest time will be in the afternoon between 3 and 5. That's when busloads of conventioneers will pour into downtown from their hotels across the Bay Area. But St. Pete will be affected too, with major closures around Tropicana Field for the RNC kickoff party. That's August 26th. Carson Chambers will have a closer look at that coming up at 6. You can go to abcactionnews.com and click on As Seen On for all the details on these closures.